Rude, this is your first video. A lot of good things going on with the swing, um, as you well know. More things are good than are bad. Let's look at just quickly. Setup looks pretty good, but see how Adam Scott is more bent over the ball, and I think it cleans up the body lines because the shaft wants to get very close to perpendicular to your spine angle, and you're off quite a bit. I just think it simplifies the movement if you get bent over the ball just a bit. Nothing major. This is not causing you any trauma, but I think it'll help things in the long run. So anyway, back to you. So here's the swing, and like we said during the lesson, you got a couple issues here. One is the toe is up, toe is not up. Well, first of all, it's inside your hands, and it should be right here. So it's off by this much, and the toe of the club is going at that angle, and the toe of the club should be up. And let's look at Adam Scott's. This seems minor, but it sets up the whole swing path. See how his uh, um, the club head is overlapping his hands and the toe is up. And right there, it's dead on. If you make that little correction, I think it simplifies the swing for you. So you make a good athletic move. So it breaks plane there. So the idea is keep the shaft of the club parallel to one of these yellow lines. So it breaks the plane. Now you make a good correction. It's now on plane, and then we break it and get it across the top. See that? Okay, that's kind of the death move for you and me and 80% of the other golfers. See where this is? It's across the line. Now the problem with that is when you come down too steep. See, we'll go with another line. So here's the problem. Too steep. At this point, the shaft should be pointed at the ball, and it's not. And then what happens is you've got to, in the middle of the swing, you've got to lay it down. Now it's on plane. So, but you had to make two extra moves. You had to get one move from the club, get the club head from here back on plane, then from here back on plane. So there's four extra movements, which are all tough to time and hit it well. Good athlete ends up in a good spot here, and then you fire it through. Now the other problem is other problem, which I believe is the main problem, and it's kind of part of the cause of why it's too steep. Your hip pocket should remain against the back wall for the entire swing. See how it comes away? And see this nice spine angle you have here? Watch as you come down. Cheeks come away from the wall. As you come down, so you don't have that spine angle. And you don't have that spine angle because your lower body, it's moved maybe 10 inches, 8 inches. So you have to stand up and become a lift and flip. And that's the cause of your inconsistency, those moves. Let's look at Adam Scott. He's all on plane. He's up here. He's still on plane. He's down. Now watch his lower body action. See how it stays in the corridor? See that spine angle? It's just what it was at his address. So he simplifies the swing by keeping his hip pockets against the back wall and keeping the club in plane. If you get like that at impact, you have no worries. You're here. Scott's here. See the difference? One final thing, let's look at this. Because you're lift and flipping, we got some issues going on, but from this angle, you make a really good turn. You know, this angle, which is about 8 degrees, is really good. This angle could be better. I mean, you have some lean away, but it's only like 5 degrees. We want it more like Adam Scott, which is, and I'll give you stills of this. See, he's like 12 degrees, and he's clearly behind the ball. Bad angle here, the ball is actually here, so his shoulder is behind the ball, trust me. So if we get you looking more like that, it would improve your swing. And let's see when you come down. So you're pushing off the back leg really well. But see how you're kind of cramped in here? Because your hips haven't really turned, and your shoulder hasn't released through. Now watch this. Watch your shoulder. See, it just kind of stalls out. Now watch Adam Scott's. Watch his right shoulder. Okay? And his hips keep moving and hips clear behind, left hip behind him, so he can get to this spot. You can't. See, it's just kind of, this isn't bad, but it doesn't look like that. See how his shoulder just drives through? From here on, his shoulder's chasing the ball. Here, see, you're just kind of flipping at it. That shoulder is stalled out. If you get the hip out of the way, you can look like this.